One of the greatest mysteries that the devil is said to struggle to comprehend is the incarnation. That God will humble himself so completely as to take on human flesh is beyond the logic of pride and power. Even more incomprehensible is that he would do so for the righteous, but to save ordinary, sinful humanity. Such humility and self-giving love makes no sense at all. So the incarnation God becomes human in Jesus Christ is the ultimate expression of divine humility and love. God does not save humanity through domination or force, but through self-emptying, service, and sacrifice. And that is kenosis. And this echoes what St. Paul says in Philippians chapter 4, that though he was in the form of God, Jesus did not count equality with God a thing to be grasped, but emptied himself, and he became obedient unto death, a shameful death for that matter, a death on the cross. Now, Christmas Day proclaims that God has entered human history. The child born in Bethlehem is not only a newborn resting in a manger, he is the eternal Word through whom all things were made. Today, the church lifts our eyes beyond the manger and invites us to contemplate the deepest truth of this feast. That is, that God has chosen to live among us, sharing fully in our human condition so that we might share in his own divinity. God pitched his tent with humanity. Now, the Gospel of John chapter 1 from verse 1 to 18, today's Gospel, leads us into this mystery with powerful clarity that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, taking us back where it all began in Genesis chapter 1. Now, before the stable, before Bethlehem, before creation itself, Christ already existed as the eternal Word of the Father. Through him all things came to be, all things were made, and nothing exists apart from him. So this world, full of life and light, does not remain distant or removed from us. John proclaims the heart of Christmas with astonishing simplicity. He said that the Word became flesh and lived among us, God dwelling with humanity. Now, God does not merely visit humanity, but he enters into it completely. He takes on our nature, our limitations, our vulnerability, yet without sin, so that nothing in human life would remain untouched by his saving love. John tells us that the Word came into this world, yet the world did not recognize him. He came to what was his own, and his own people did not accept him. Now, this painful truth reminds us that God's closeness always demands a response. God needs our response. So, Christ does not force his way into our lives. He waits to be welcomed. He says, I stand at the door of your heart and knock in Revelation. If you open the door, I will come in and dine with you. Yet, John immediately offers us hope that to all who received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God. So, Christmas reveals the gift of adoption. Through Christ, we are no longer strangers or servants, but sons and daughters of God. This new identity does not come from human efforts, but from grace freely given to us all. So for us today, Christmas is an invitation to welcome Christ anew in our lives and all that pertains us. So the decorations may fade, the celebrations may pass, but the mystery remains. Now, Christ desires to dwell in our hearts. He desires to dwell in our families, in our communities, and he asks for space, not only in our schedules, but in our priorities and our decisions. Those decisions we make in life. So to receive him means to live as children of the light, choosing love over division, forgiveness over resentment. So Christmas becomes real when the world continues to take flesh in our lives through acts of faith and charity. So as we celebrate this holiday, the church proclaims with joy, the Word has become flesh and lives among us. God is no longer distant from us. He has drawn near, sharing our life so that we might share His. May this Christmas fill our hearts with peace, renew our hope, and deepen our faith. And may the light of Christ, born into the world today, shine through you and transform all that it touches. I will leave us with the words of Plato. Plato said, "We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. But the real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light." Christ the light has come into the world. We must embrace Him. He has pitched His tent with humanity. God, the Son, became Son of Man, that He may make the sons of men to become the Son of God. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.